Hello. How you guys doing? Hello, 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 hello. Hey. Come on in, come on in, come on in. So today we have A to the Bay. I'm not sure if you guys know who A to the Bay is, but he is out of California. And he is not only a car driver, a car racer, a car enthusiast, but he is also he promotes one of the biggest shows in California, and he also travels all over the country to other races all over the country as well. I just seen him most recently at MJ's show on, I think it was the 1st of September. Hi. So he's really, really, really a car enthusiast, really big in the car community. A lot of car guys and girls know who A to the Bay is. So yeah, so if you guys are not familiar with who he is, you'll get a little insight today into who he is. I'm just waiting for him to join, and I'll go ahead and bring him on. If y'all can see the pin at the bottom of the screen, the best thing for us to do for going forward, because I'm missing some of sometimes I'm missing some of you guys' comments, so, or some of your questions. So the best thing for you to do with your questions is to probably put them in the questions box. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it down at the bottom of the screen where it says questions. So, like I said, just waiting for A to the Bay to join, and then we'll go ahead and get started. While we're waiting for him to get started, or for him to join, let me just read you guys off a list. I'm very, very, very excited. Hey, Nika. Hey, the Mixed Drink Diva. I'm very excited about some of the people who have agreed to join us to chat. So I think most of the people I'll start from where I have not started before. So I'll skip some of the people I've already read, and then if you guys have questions, then I'll be happy to answer. So most recently, SS Sean has decided or agreed to sit down and speak with us. I'm pretty sure you guys know who SS Sean is. And then also KJ's Rims and Customs, G Customs, the Trim Lady has agreed to sit down and chat with us. FYA, Dunk Parts, Easy Money, Tony Rayford, Bank of Paris, Super Lim, G-Dog, Chevys and Bullies, S. Johnson Photos, Memphis Mike, The Choice, Mr. Pony Power, Kansas City Whips, Big Block Oil Spill, and KSD. So all of them have agreed to sit down with us and have a chat with us. So I see A to the Bay is here, so we'll go ahead and bring him on, and then you in the questions box below. So he should be coming in just a second. So then we'll go ahead and get started. I do have a couple questions for him. So
hey
there.
What's happening?
How you doing? I know you're 3 hours behind me, so thank you for joining at 3 o'clock in the day your time. So now that I got the preliminaries out of the way, wanted to start off with asking you one of my questions.
All right.
So how long have you been into racing and the car culture and things like that?
Since I was about 18, so it's been a long time.
18, so since you were 18,
yeah.
We don't know how old you are, so you could only be 22 now.
It's a long time, baby. I was doing this shit in Atlanta, in a place called Jackson Parkway. Racing down there in a hole since like 98, maybe.
Oh, so you used to race in the hole?
Yeah, yep.
Whoever that is must know you. He said, this person said 20 years, so they must know you.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
All right. So, guys, if you have questions, make sure you put your questions down in the questions box below, and I'll bring the questions up. Hey, the real Mr. G-Body. Another question for you. What made you start being into cars, being into racing, being into just things of that nature?
Through my dad. You know, my dad always had cars, and he just did. I just like, he's a car dude. So I just always wanted to I always wanted to, you know.
So was he a car dude or did he race as well?
He didn't race, but he used to take me to the races, you know?
Okay. So you pretty much grew up around it.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, what was the first car you built?
A Mustang. I had a 70 Mustang with a 428 Cobra jet in there.
Oh.
On one kid, flying.
I bet you thought you was fast, huh?
Flying. Flying. You understand? I went down there to Columbus, Georgia, right? Ran through them, came to Atlanta, went to Rome, Georgia. That mother was flying.
So now we'll start with the fans' questions. I'll put them across the bottom of the screen, but I also read them out to you.
Okay.
So LS or BBC?
Then what car?
They didn't say. Jake, let them know which car.
Let me know for what application.
Okay. Jake, go back in.
I got an LS.
You care to tell us what type of LS?
It's an LSX. It's like 400 and something cubic inch twin turbo.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next question. Do you plan on starting a scheduled tour of events around the world?
Yeah. Most definitely.
So you'll post your schedule. We'll be able to see where you are, things like that.
Yep.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
What I want to do is I want to make it to where it's like 6 teams, right? Mm-hmm. So the 6 teams, everybody got 2 cars.
Right.
At least 2 cars in that team. And we just go place to place. We go different places where people ain't seen it. All this stuff.
Right.
And we just go do it like that. It's gonna be big.
Well, that's pretty dope.
It's gonna be big. You know? That's
pretty dope.
But it's gonna make people have to stick together. You know what I mean? No one person gonna be bigger than the other. They just gonna be we all go. Somebody
that's dope.
When they gonna see my dog race. So I'm waiting too. We're supposed to start it up Saturday, so we'll see. What else you got?
So this one is saying he put it in 2 separate parts, but what he's asking is, do you prefer a big block or LS dunk, and why?
I prefer the LS. I prefer the LS. I believe the LS is a little more dependable. Mm-hmm. I ain't get the same power, you know. It's lighter, you know. I got some big block homies, you know. They like the big block. That's what I was doing. I was doing a big block twin turbo setup, and they taught me into doing this Brian Tooley setup. So I went
So you're prejudiced against the big blocks, or you're prejudiced against conventional motors?
I got a big block in my GTO, big block nitrous motor. It's just whatever application, but for what I'm trying to do with this dog, I just went LS.
She said you making her hungry.
Hey, look, so I'm on a diet, right? Look what they got me eating, man. Look at this shit, man. I eat the damn bird, man. This shit, man. I'm a hot dog, hamburger, hot link type nigga. They got me. Doctor told me, man, I was doing bad. He was like, man, you don't want no pills. You try to take these pills.
All right, we gonna help you. We gonna help you stay straight. We gonna help you with the diet. At the track, we gonna give you diet food.
Yeah, I ain't coming to track no more.
There you go. That's a good one. Do you prefer to race or promote at the events?
Race. I like to race.
You prefer to race?
Yeah, I like to race.
Okay.
I really race. You know the reward for promoting, right, is bringing people together from all different backgrounds and everybody have a good time. So that I may promote. I mean, because it's fun. You know, when you see people from everywhere else and you meet these people and having a good time for a cause, that's cool.
Right. That was a good answer. There we go. Any dunk show in Washington State in the future? Sound like they want you to bring the show to Washington State.
shit, it rains so much. I bring classic titles to Washington, but that's the thing. I like to tap into places where they don't have normally. You know what I mean? Like go different places, let people see it, and things of that nature. So it can happen. It can happen. A lot of these tracks, man. Dang, I don't want to sound racist, but you know, like they ain't really getting down with us as far as the people of color.
We know I know being in the car culture and someone who has plans at some point to have a show. I'm sorry, I'm outside and mosquitoes are horrible. I'm in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta.
You still there?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
so someone who has plans in the future to throw a show.
Right.
I know that in doing my research, I know that it's sad that it went from being able to pay at the track, just paying a flat fee of $10,000-$15,000 maybe, and then keep all of your, all of your incoming money, to now it's crazy how much the markup is, because they understand how much these types of shows bring in, which, I always say,
I'm gonna get off. Hey, I'm gonna get off and get right back on this other phone. Right? I'm gonna get off and get right back on this other phone.
So, guys, while we wait for A to the Bay to come back in on his other phone, if you are just joining, make sure if you have questions for A to the Bay, you put them in this questions box down here. You see the questions box? And I'll be sure to try to get to as many of your questions as I can. So when he gets back on, we'll just continue where we left off. I can see some questions at the bottom. I see we have a good amount of questions down here. But y'all just keep the questions coming. I'm going to keep asking. You're welcome to Real Mr. G Body. I can't wait till it's my turn to sit down with you, which is when is your date? Oh, 9/19. So I can't wait till I sit down with you as well. Hey.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay. So we'll just pick up where we left off with the questions.
All right.
There we go. That's a good one.
Hold on. Wait. Before you do that.
Okay.
I got a bone to pick with you.
With me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was we supposed to meet Sunday night?
Yeah, but you didn't let me know. You said you were going, and I said, okay, well, call me when you leave the track.
I said, I'm 100% going. You said, I'm going to change clothes, and then I'm going to go.
I said, call me when you leave the track.
That's some bull crap.
You don't remember me saying that?
You sound like Lou.
I have a lot of witnesses to that.
No, I didn't say that. All right, let's go to the next question. Gotta eat these damn. All
right.
If I don't get skinny and healthy with eating this shit, I'll be mad as hell. I'll be mad as motherfucker.
Well, I used to diet until somebody cheated on Beyonce, and she real fine. So it don't matter whether you fine or not, they gonna cheat. So
yeah. My problem is, I ain't gonna tell you all of this stuff. Okay, let's go.
Anyway, we'll talk about it later. Top 5 dunks you would bet on any given day. That's a good one.
Pocahontas.
I'm going to say it again just in case you ain't hear me. Top 5 dunks you would bet on any given day.
Pocahontas.
Okay.
Alive.
Okay.
I like Macho.
Okay.
Of course, Dog Master.
Okay. One more.
Any given day.
You see Rose down there?
Oh, yeah. I got to fuck with Rose. I got to fuck with Rose.
So I gave you your last answer. Was that your last answer?
Yeah. Them the people who I bet with. I won and lost with. So, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. I think you said that because Rose was in the comments, but that's okay.
No. I'm saying you helped me to be like, because I bet with. It really fucked up because you should have said 6 because CC to me. That's hard because CC flying. Damn, if Chevys and Bullies get this shit together, he gonna be my all-time favorite.
I actually have an interview coming up with Chevys and Bullies, so big shout out to him for agreeing to sit down with me.
Yeah,
do you drive your cars in a race, or do you have a driver?
I drive.
You drive?
Yeah.
Ooh, I wonder if you can outdrive me.
That's why I gotta get skinny.
I might have to. Well, then you'll definitely be able to get off the line quicker than me, because I ain't gonna get skinny.
Yeah. Every 100 pounds is a tenth of a second. Remember that.
Okay. Cool.
All right. What
Uh-oh. They asking about what size Cali motor does Bruce have?
Big one.
That's all you gonna say about that? A big one?
Yeah, I don't have that type of clearance to talk about that.
Okay. Look at her talking about this flirting too much for me. I'm gonna block you, daughter. Ain't nobody flirting with your mama.
It's big. It's big. It should be. Bruce gonna be on. Bruce is gonna be on.
Ooh.
Bruce get his shit together. He gonna be a mother.
How do you feel about people who don't race their cars? I guess she's trying to say about people who don't drive their cars. Are you saying race or drive?
What they saying? Don't you ask me? People that own a car and don't drive?
Yeah.
That to me is like a nigga having a 6-cylinder. No, I'm playing.
What you say?
I said that to me is like a nigga buying a 6-cylinder.
Oh, she said about drive. People who don't drive their cars.
Everybody ain't no driver.
So that's how you feel about that?
I mean, it's just certain things. Everybody can't, some people got to be a coach. Some people, everybody can't drive.
Well, I used to feel a way about people who don't drive their own cars. But now I feel, one of my homeboys told me that, like, most of the people who own NASCAR cars, they don't drive their own car. So they put the best person for the job in the car.
Everybody who owns a horse, right? The people that own a horse, they don't ride it. They got a jockey. So it's like drag racing. All them cars. I mean, now John Force on a lot of cars and stuff, but the majority of them didn't own their cars. They drove them for somebody. So you can't hate on them. But I'm like saying, everybody ain't no driver. If I got a nigga to sit next to me that can drive better than me, and we trying to get the money, then shoot, I'm gonna put him in the car.
Well, I definitely wouldn't. I would drive my own car, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I drive my own car. I like it. It's a thrill, but I do it well. If I didn't do it well, and I'm losing everybody money, then I'm going to have to switch up and put somebody else in there.
I think I'll gap you, but that's neither here nor there.
How?
How? Okay.
My karma's going to cut off.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
You being from Cali, did you have to network with Georgia, Florida, South Carolina on the dumps?
Hold on. Wait a minute. You just said I didn't mention CC on top 5. I said I needed another spot because CC flying. I mean, in order to really have, he asked me who I bet with.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I bet with. I bet with all of them. You know what I mean? I won with some, a lot of times. I bet with Cad a lot of times.
Right.
So, all right, go ahead. What you saying?
You being from California, did you have to network with Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina on the dumps?
Yeah. Well, you got to network with everybody, everywhere, if you want this thing to rock and be good.
Oh, this is a good one. The real Mr. G-Body got a good one.
Hold on. They not saying, what is my top 5 don'ts? That wasn't the question. It was like, what don'ts would I bet on every day?
Yeah.
So
that was the question.
Yeah, so they asking me like, what my top 5 don'ts? They getting confused. These are your fans. Your fans is rowdy.
That's your fans.
They were rowdy. They talking shit.
They're asking you the question.
All right, go ahead.
Are you actively into any other racing outside of the big rim scene?
I just like the big rim scene. That's it.
So you're not into like any other type of racing?
Yeah, I watch them. Yeah, I watch them, and I go. My team, we got a race car and stuff. We got 3 race cars, but I like them.
What other types of cars do you have?
Me, myself, I got 70 Chevelle, 53 Chevy, the Donk, and the GTO.
Oh. And you race all those?
Not anymore, just the GTO and the Donk now. The Chevelle, I'm trying to see what we're going to do.
You going to sell it?
Nah. No. I don't have no plans of it.
Any advice on bringing dunk racing to a new area that's not accustomed to it?
Yeah. Well, people want to see it. People want to see it. Like, you see everywhere around the world, everybody's into it and see it. Some people are scared of it, you know, things of that nature. But until, like, everybody's on, like, a level playing field to where it's, like, everybody's not a team, but everybody's cool with the movement.
Right.
You know, once the day when that happens, you're going to see, you know, like, you think this shit on TV now with Dunk Master and stuff. You see everybody put together for the same move, and everybody push.
Right.
This shit would be like Street Outlaws. Niggas would be a household name.
You think it'll ever get like that?
Yeah. Just do the math, right? So you have a show in California, and it do 10,000 people, right? Then you have another show somewhere else, and it do 5,000. Then you have another show, do 8,000. You add all them people up. It's people interested, like I say, but they want to see racing. It has to be more organized. Once it becomes more organized and people see racing and know that when they spend their money, they're going to see something, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of what a lot of the fans say to me. They spend money and don't see racing.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, that makes them feel like, hey, man, you're not just going to keep stealing my money. That's not going to work.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's the biggest dilemma that they have right now is, you know, people paying for this stuff. And it's not cheap, you know. By the time you get your outfit, you go out there, you know, most people don't live around there. They go get them a hotel, a little bottle, some barbecue. They ran up $400-500. And then they don't see shit. They don't see shit, then you're going to be mad.
You're right.
You're right. So the people have to be held accountable, right? So, like, moving forward, you know, when they have these shows, it has to be held accountable. Like, if I tell you I'm going to have Jesus at my show, best believe Jesus coming and he going to drive.
Right.
Or Jesus ain't getting, you know. So, that's how it has to be. As soon as they have
this is a really...
Bro, what you got?
This is a really good one. Where do you see the dunk racing going in the next 5 years?
That's like a double-edged sword, because it can really go up. Like I say, it's all about the people and about the what's the word? Like the pride. Once pride is set aside, everybody's
right.
Like the thing that pisses me off about the dunk racing is people aren't really caring about what's making the movement. The fans is what's making the movement. You know what I mean? Nobody ever heard of Hollywood and California and all this shit if it wasn't for the fans. You get what I'm saying? The fans is making the movement. So the day that they realize, like, damn, I got to be down with my fans, right? It's more to it than just me, more to it than my pride or my argument, then it can be great. It has the opportunity and the potential to be huge. To be huge. Right. It's all about the people that's involved in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the people involved in it can put down their pride and be like, damn, I don't really like KP, but I'm coming to her show because, you know what I mean, I got fans. My fans want to see me active and things of that nature. Because at the end of the day,
right,
without no fans, you might go back to street racing.
I'm glad you mentioned that because, and I'm not saying it's overwhelming in a bad way. For me, it's really overwhelming in a good way because so many of the guys have agreed to sit down with me. Yeah. So many guys, I told them, I said, you know, the fans ask me questions about y'all all the time. Like I went to high school, or I grew up with y'all or something. Right. I only know y'all from racing. Right. You know, so they feel comfortable asking me stuff to ask y'all or asking me stuff about y'all. You know, so I figured, why not get y'all, since I have access to y'all, why not get y'all on and let y'all answer their questions? Right. And it gives y'all a more human side to them. Some of the guys are really, really humble and really sweet when you meet them. Some of the guys are more standoffish, but that's just their personality. It's not necessarily that.
Some of these niggas is assholes. Just tell like it is. Say some of these niggas is assholes.
I wasn't gonna say that, but you know.
You ain't call out the top 5 assholes in the dog game?
No. All right. Let's move on because you got off track for a minute.
All right. All right, go ahead.
There you go. Twin turbo LS or big block nitrous, street car and race car.
Well, I'll hit you right back. Twin turbo LS on the track and big block nitrous on the street.
Okay, that was a good one. Are you really gonna let Bruce retire?
Yeah.
You say yes?
Yep.
You gonna let him retire?
He's gonna retire. He's gonna regroup and he's gonna come back harder.
Oh my goodness.
There's a lot of, like, I'm gonna be real. It's a lot of pressure for these dudes. Like, people don't realize, how, I ain't trying to be, but it costs a lot of money, right, to do this.
Right.
And then you see, like, your stuff breaking down, your stuff, this and that. You have to have a hell of a job to be able to, you know what I mean? And then you get beat up by the fans on top of that, and it's like, damn, it's rough. This shit is not easy. It's not for the weak. I'll tell you that.
Well, that's why
he needs to take a break. His blood pressure high. He needs to take a break, relax, regroup, and come back. Start all over again.
Well, that's why I tell them that here, when you guys are on here, I'm not gonna let them get talk to y'all any type of, or type to y'all any type of way or any of that, because first off, you took time out of your busy schedule to sit down and answer fan questions. So, and you're not getting paid. You're doing it absolutely free. Right. Just in an effort to connect with the fans. So, that's not going to happen here. If it get out of control, I'll turn the comments off.
Yeah, I know. We ain't got no problem, man.
No, I'm just saying, I know that in the future, some interviews may get out of control. I'm telling you that now. I know.
Oh, they might?
Probably will. I can name a few that's probably going to get out of control.
Which one? Tell me one.
I'll tell you later. Dang. Rose or Cece? That's Rose asking, by the way.
What?
You just said Rose or Cece. Let me see. I seen something else about Rose or Cece. Let me see. I seen. Oh, look. Who's faster, Cece or Rose?
All right. That's a good one. They both flying. They're both flying. I met Rose last time when they raced in North Carolina. I took Rose, so they both flying. It's kind of hard to say because if they both make a clean pass, I mean, like, you have to see something and both make a clean pass. You know what I mean? CC flying like hell on top end, but I think Rose flying too.
So you gonna weasel out of that one? Okay.
You saw that?
Yeah, we got you.
I just let motherfucker.
Do you think the dunk racers are salty about In-N-Out Custom success?
Some are, yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's real. Some are.
But that's just like in life. Everybody's not gonna celebrate your success. So it's just like life.
Look, let me tell you something, right? Since we're keeping it real, I got my pistol on me, so I ain't worried about no nigga out here, right? Mm-hmm. If you start something, right? And you start something in your neighborhood, right? And it's cool in your neighborhood and everything going well, right? And then another nigga evolves that, right? Or takes what you had and takes it to another level. There should be no hating or no distaste about that because they're bringing you to the forefront also. You know what I mean? Like Shirley Love said, you can't mention Bankhead without saying my name. You know what I'm saying? He's bringing other people to the forefront, even though he's excelling himself. So you can't be, you can't, how can you be mad when it's bringing something like people, like I say, some people would have never known some of these cats if it wasn't for their success. You know, so it's
Yeah.
it's like why not be? I'm the type of person that if someone's being successful, I don't like everybody. It's no fact, nobody like everybody, but they being successful and they doing their thing, I'll be happy for them. Even if I don't like it, I'm still gonna be like, boy, y'all doing y'all thing, man. You know what I mean?
So I have a piggyback off that. Why do you think it is that they are so hated among the dunk community?
Who? In and
out.
Shoot, CC's a little controversial. CC ain't bending. CC might bend a little bit, but he ain't breaking. So
right.
It's, if you look at it, right, it's the perfect storm. You get what I'm saying? CC's gonna be like, on his thing, and then Dark Master together they make a hell of a team. So it's like,
right.
CC will start a fire, Dark Master come put it out.
Dark Master put it out. Right.
Yeah. So like the perfect team. So it's like somewhat is understanding. Like when you understand they struggle and like how they came up, just like anybody. You know what I mean? Like some people might not like Bruce, and then you see like where he came from with the car and what he did and all that. Then you be like, damn, you have a different respect. So a lot of it is understanding because you only seeing them on social media. You're not seeing, like knowing to the fact of, But like you say, people to be successful, some people don't understand that.
All right. So we're at the 30-minute mark, and I want to ask a couple of my questions. So I'll get back to the fans' questions. Where did you grow up?
California.
Okay. All right. So tell us a little bit about you. You grew up in California.
Yeah, I grew up in California. I moved. I went to school. I went to college, and I went to the Army, and I was in Georgia. Right.
Went to the Army.
Yeah, I'm a soldier. Limit soldier. I'm a no limit soldier.
How long were you in?
I'm the one Master P talking about. No limit soldier. You're not gonna find nothing that I ain't did. Okay, you ain't gonna do that.
How long were you in the military?
3 years since returning.
Okay.
Then
all right.
So I got out in Georgia, right? And I lived in Atlanta for 15, 16 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then in 04, I moved back to California.
So Georgia or California, which you like? Which do you prefer?
It depends on the day. It depends on the day and what's going on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it's kind of hard because they both got something that you need. You know what I mean? So
the cost of living is just so high in Cali.
Yeah. That's the thing. If you talk about cost of living, I'm Georgia all day. If you talk about like opportunity and being able to do some stuff, and California.
So you think there was more opportunity for you in Cali?
Yeah, much more. Yeah, much more.
All right, we'll get back to the fan question.
The sky's the limit in Cali.
Oh wow, sound like I need to be moving to Cali.
Yeah. Hey, if you can dream it, you can achieve it out here. For real.
That's a good one. Does your region or state support you as much as the other states?
Yeah. Well,
so you have a lot of support in Cali.
My home team fuck with me. I fuck with them, they fuck with me. Tough.
They said, where were you stationed? Fort Stewart?
Fort Benning.
Fort Benning. Okay. Here we go. Dunk Master versus KDC, rims and slicks.
Oh, well, that's kind of like too early because we don't know what the new KDC going to do. But
okay. All right, so you need to get back to that. That need to be a question for another day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. What are your plans for your dunk?
To be the fastest.
Good luck with that.
That's it. That's all I want to do. If I told my mechanic, if I can't be the fastest and I don't be the fastest, I sell that bitch. Give it away. I'll auction it off at a show.
That's a good one. Top 3 favorite cars or trucks to own.
Yeah, Mike. I got 2 of them.
Well, what's the top 3?
All right, 70 Chevelle.
Right.
69 GTO. And a 55 Chevy Bel Air.
Oh, goodness. So you need that Chevy Bel Air.
That's all I need.
Oh, I seen one of them.
So I'm missing that so I could tow it on the back of my 53 Chevy pickup truck.
There you go. Whose car you think is faster now, Cantaloupe or the Z06?
Damn, that's a hard one because would Darkmaster make something faster than him? You know, it's kind of hard. But by looks of things, like, I'm trying to think when I seen Darkmaster make like a clean pass. I know the Cantaloupe, the last passes I seen it, I would say Cantaloupe's like.
Look at Rose. He in the comments going crazy. I'm just looking at his comments roll up. He talking about he the hard top general.
He say he the hard top general. Me and him are gonna be the.
That's what he said.
Me and him gonna be the hard top general. That about, you know, yeah. You know, I want my first race to be against KDC.
Say, Chevys and Bullies versus Plain Jane on the street. Who you got?
Plain Jane. You know why?
I'm gonna have to ask. Hollywood gonna sit down with. Go ahead.
Why? Because I mean, he got so much experience. You know what I mean? He got so much experience. He on the street. It'd be hard. Man. They both hard flying, but like I say, I love Chevys and Bullies. I love that car. All right, good.
Well,
you still want me to tell you the top five assholes about Dunk Game, or that's another show?
I'll allow you to do that. Give me a little bit. I'm gonna have to be prepared for that.
All right.
I'm gonna have to. You know they watch, so I'm gonna have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I gotta get this shit cracking. No,
oh, that's a good one. Who drives Cantaloupe better, Dump Master or Boost Doctor?
Dump Master.
Huh?
Dump Master, because I mean he know what's going on. He's been rocking it.
I don't know. Boost Doctor made that thing get up out of there.
Yeah, Boost Doctor a driver. But I'm just saying, Dump Master is consistently messing with that car. He built it, so nobody's gonna know him like.
100 billion likes. Is this question for A to the Bay or? Oh, there we go. Where did you meet Bruce?
Florida.
Okay.
I met him in Florida at his old shop.
Oh, okay.
Somebody said, why Blue Magic can't get right? That's cool.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one. What are some problems you see wrong with dump racing? I think you kind of hit on that a little bit.
Pride.
Right.
Pride, man. It's like, have you ever seen a kid and you seen a kid and they don't have no brother or sister, right? And they act
like my daughter.
Okay, they're gonna act different than people with siblings, right? Because they're not used to sharing and stuff. So it's just a lot different. Like when it's damn, you know, like basketball, you put all these stars together, right? And they still can't get along. That damn, why can't these niggas get along? You know, it's just like that.
Right.
You the man in your city, then it's like you're not really seeing eye to eye because somebody has to sell them the movement. You know what I mean? Somebody has to sell. It's like show them and be like, damn, all of us gonna get together. We're gonna be like Ringling Brothers. We're gonna pull up to a city. We're gonna do our thing and get the hell out of there. You know, because it's like spot man. People, Red Bulls hit me. Coca-Cola. There's a lot of people that want to sponsor all these dudes and do all this stuff. They just like it's somebody out there. I'm not gonna say their name, but they get good sponsors. You know, they getting good fucking with. But you know, but it's you have to be able to. They want to see like people getting along, people having fun, laughing, and some racing. You know, they don't want to wait till 11 o'clock at night and see one race. You know what I mean? That's not fair to the fans. That ain't fair. Like I told these niggas, I'm a fan. I'm a fan for anything. It costs me $3,000 to $5,000 every time they see me out of town, right? And I ain't missed the show.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't missed the show. I'm a fan because I want to see it. I want to have fun, talk shit, and see what's going on. But it ain't really fair to me when I'm coming, and then damn, you don't see the race you want to see.
Did you say 3,000 to 5,000? So I guess I could stop complaining about my little 1,000 or 1,500 it's taking me to pull up.
Yeah,
I guess I'm gonna stop complaining.
It costs, baby. It costs to pull up. It costs to pull up.
Baby. Oh, I knew he was gonna have to ask a question about a G body. Have you owned a G body or plan on building one?
I had a G body, and then I got sons 25 and 24, and we want to. That's what we're gonna do for them. We're gonna get them 85, 86 Monte Carlo. I had an 85 Monte Carlo T-top. But yeah, we're gonna get them.
Oh man, you let it go?
We're gonna get them rocking.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. They better come with that money though. These little niggas better save up some money, stop spending all their money buying shoes. And we could do something.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. If you had to send your dunk to Florida to be built, whose shop would you go to? D&L or Hollywood?
I ain't never been to Hollywood shop. I've been to D&L shop. So
D&L?
Yeah. That's what them fire. That's like when your woman come in the house and she like, babe, do I look fat in this dress? You better not say shit. Even if you do.
I think you might have answered this and said how did you meet Bruce? I guess not where, but how.
Pretty much through Instagram and this partial shit.
Right.
Yeah. Look, let me tell you something. The dark game has allowed me to meet a lot of good people. You know what I mean? A lot of good people, like, all the Virginia boys, Carolina, South Carolina, Florida. People that you probably would have never met. And so, like I said, it was putting people together on a small scope. Just think when it's running right and all the people is like cool, that should be like, because kids is like, think about it, it's like so many kids is watching it, and it's like they want to develop into that. You know what I'm saying? They want to see that, but people want to see people getting together, not nitpicking and not their business stuff. I don't give a fuck what you did last week or did in the past. Get in the lane and let's race. You know what I mean? Your personal business. You don't see them talk about John Force business or Antoine Brown business. None of that shit. Leave the streets in the streets and get to the track. They do that. This shit could be big.
So if y'all have questions, put them in the box below because we're not really reading the comments. I always tell people that it's like a big family reunion when I'm at the track. Yeah. I know so many people. I can say this. I have never gotten in a show for free, but anytime I go to the track, like I never usually have to pay for food. I never have to pay for if I need a water. I bring my own stuff, but I can walk around and eat all day. Like I never would have to do anything once I'm at the track.
It's love, man. It's
right.
Love. It's love, man. It's a lot of love out there. That's why I say, like, people are like genuine. You see them on things. I got like when I came to Atlanta, right? And I raced dude in Atlanta, but I had a California tune, right? Hollywood stopped working on Macho Car to come to help tune my car so that I can race somebody there. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of love. It's a lot of love.
Oh, that's what's up. Do you think your time in the military? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do you think your time in the military helped you dealing with certain personalities and speaking your mind?
Nah. It helped me see a lot of stuff. I give that credit to my dad, my parents. To my parents.
Right.
Shit, I can't get that to the military. I saw a lot of stuff and learned some things, but I was like that before. I was like this before I went to the military. So I can't get enough credit.
I'm just looking to make sure I asked all the questions. Oh, that's a good one. Who do you want to race?
My first race, I want to race Cut the Checks, don't.
You say Cut the Check?
Yeah.
You say cut the check, the box?
Yeah. Now they got a dunk too.
Oh, the dunk. Oh, I was about to say I don't know about that, Jay.
That's my first race. I want to race cut the check dunk. I'll race Saturday. I'll race whoever. I just want to get out there, man, have some fun, and get it. That's it.
KSD or CAD?
Huh?
They said KSD or CAD.
Do KSD got a dunk?
No, I don't think.
I'm taking CAD to the top. I'm taking CAD to the top. You know what? You know, ask me a question. I'm gonna give you a question. Ask me what event did I have the best time?
Okay. Okay. What event did you have the best time?
What was that shit called? What was CAD show called?
Oh, Street Beast.
Street Beats. Yeah, all the Street Beats, man. I have a good time because they know how to treat.
Really?
People. They know how to treat people, man. Even it's not even about as the show. Like, you know, like I come out there. I'll never have no alcohol. You know, this shit. People just treat you cool. If you treat people, I learned this. This is the biggest thing you ever gonna learn. If you treat people with respect, you're gonna get respect because you're gonna demand respect back. So I go out there, have a good time. But I like the reason why Street Beast fucked me up because we went to like the little brunch place. And he had everybody from everywhere in that little brunch place. And they were drinking and having a good time. And it was like no arguing. They just like cool and smooth. That shit was...
You want to ask me the same question?
Yep.
The classic.
Go ahead.
The classic.
Huh?
The classic. It was so much racing. The classic. It was so much racing. It was so much... I mean, it was so many people. I just had such a good time.
Right. Hold on. Yeah, the classic was fun too.
It was so much racing. For me, it's about the racing. I'm gonna see everybody regardless at some point.
Yeah.
But
they got along.
Yeah.
They got along. That was fun. Except for Bruce wrecking that car at the end. That was a good time. That was a good time.
Okay, this is a good one. What's your take on the lower tier of rim racing, such as the little leagues and the middleweights? What's your take on the classes in dunk racing?
So I think everything you have to have like a middleweight and a heavyweight. You know, it's people. Like I was telling you earlier, it's people with different financial classes. So it's like I wouldn't expect somebody to. You know what I mean? You can only do what you can do. So if you can't get up there, but you still want to race. You're gonna be respected anyway because it costs time and money. So I mean, you know, and it has to have the middle class. You have to have the middle class because there's always going to be more middle class, like in boxing. You got 10 heavyweights in boxing, right?
Right.
You got 100,000 lightweights. So you got to have that to make the shit go. You got to have that.
Boost Doctor versus Cut the Check. Who you taking?
It's hard because we ain't seen what Cut the Check do.
Right.
We ain't seen what the new setup going to do.
So you have to see the new setup first.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
You know what? I knew somebody was gonna ask this question because every show they ask this question, and I was waiting for somebody to ask it. Hollywood versus Fly. Who you taking? Somebody asked it. I never have to ask it because somebody always asks it.
Them two of the baddest men on the planet.
So you gonna weasel out of this one too?
No, hell no. In Palm Beach.
Yeah, we'll say for the sake of the argument in Palm Beach.
I'm gonna say Fly.
You gonna say Fly? Okay.
If everything working and everything come on, we going Fly.
All right.
The Hollywood in the back, bad mother. You cannot bet against white Jesus.
That's what CC call him. I love to hear him call him that.
He has taught me that. You said what? Oh, yeah. Hollywood has baptized me.
Oh my goodness. They trying to make me and you race. Will you race KP next year in the 8th when her G body is finished?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you'll line up with me.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm riding with anybody.
So we'll be ashamed to get beat by a girl.
Nah, hell no, shit. Some of the fastest girls, I just seen a girl the other day. Damn, what was her name? I watched that. Yeah. She one of the fastest.
Do you still have your silver and black 6-speed Chevelle?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one we bringing back.
Okay.
That's going to be a full race car, though.
Oh, that's a good one. The new guy, he talking about Trav.Damage with Blue Jay. What do you think of him?
He flying.
I think he's flying, too. As a matter of fact, big shout out to him. He's agreed to join.
He's sitting over there in the middle of Dorian like, I wish a motherfucker would.
Oh, this is a good one. Do you think the show, I think they're talking about the TV show, will improve the game or water it down?
Improve it.
Hey, Playboy Jeezy, I'll check your DM. I reached out to you so I can interview you. I really would appreciate you sitting down with us.
The exposure can't do nothing but help it. You know what I mean?
That's what I think, too. I mean, you know.
It can't do nothing but help it. Hey, shout out to that boy Playboy Jeezy got away from Grand Nasty down there, too.
He definitely did. I had Grand Nasty on 2 days ago.
Then he miraculously put the car together. Now, if you want to talk about, like, personalities, he my top 5.
Yeah, I really like him, too. I got a chance to meet him in Texas at Whip Fest. Bruce versus 250. Who you taking?
Bruce. Line that shit up.
Bruce versus 250. Who you taking?
I said Bruce.
Okay, gotcha.